Hey howdy, my name is Naru, if you don't know, because I don't. And this here is my little vloggy thing that I do on this channel. Sup? Anyway, this week, like I said last week, I do a rant every week. And this week, my rant is going to be on, well, being unproductive. Something I'm pretty well acquainted with. You see, earlier this week in a rehearsal for my show, we tried reviewing choreography that we had choreographed fairly recently. Like, we worked on it on Monday and we had choreographed it Friday. And this is distracting myself. Right, we were trying to review choreography and we couldn't remember any of the stuff about it. So, I mean, it just wasn't pretty. So, I guess to make this little rant have a meaning or something, I don't know. I guess don't be unproductive. If you get something that you have to do, like homework or whatever, do it. Don't just like put it off and say you'll remember it or whatever, because you're not. Anyway, back to the reason why I'm wearing my goggles. It's my review portion. As you all know, or at least all of you who watched last week, I am going to review, rather, Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog this week. Moving this. Ooh. Okay. There's not really going to be much of a structure to my review, and frankly all I'm going to do is praise it for how much I love it. That's basically what I'm going to do for the next couple minutes. This was a pretty easy pick to review because, well, I've seen it so many times and I just don't have time to review something that has to take multiple hours out of my day. This review that I'm speaking to you and reading off of this, very obviously, that took 10 minutes maybe to write. It's really not all that intrusive either. Basically, well, I freaking love this movie. It's hilarious, it's incredibly well written, and has some of my favorite music from any musical. My Eyes is my personal favorite. Joss Whedon really knows how to do his job. He was the director and, if I'm thinking correctly, the writer too, though. Don't quote me on that, and if I'm wrong, flame me. Anyway, I mean, Joss Whedon is basically really, really good. Like, my personal favorite. One of my personal favorites, not my very favorite. That has a totally different person, whose name I can't think of right now. Anyway, Joss Whedon is definitely one of my all-time favorite directors, writers, whatevers. He did Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Firefly, which I haven't watched yet, but is really good. I've heard is really good. And, trying to keep the glare out of my goggles. The Avengers. Fantastic superhero movie. Best superhero movie I've ever seen. The only real issue I have with this movie is its ending. First off, it's so randomly melancholy and depressing because he accidentally killed his girlfriend. I mean, was that necessary? Was all that random crap of him walking around really necessary? I mean, that very last second almost says it is. I still don't get it. I've watched it like 20 times now and I still don't understand what that freaking last second means. Like, it's like, da-da-da, he's walking into the room and then cuts to him doing a blog in his normal coat. It's like, was that all pointless? Was it all a big story? What the hell? I don't really care. It's still a fucking great musical. Show. Movie in general. So yeah, there you go. That is my little review, ramble, I guess, of Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog. That's all I really have to say. I definitely recommend it. And, I guess if I were to rate it, I'd give it an 8 out of 10 or whatever. Basically, just watch this movie. If you have not already seen it, watch it. Definitely. Next week I'll be doing another easy review for myself. This is going to be a little bit of a theme. I'm going to be reviewing The Labyrinth. Yeah, the David Bowie one. Alright guys, see you next week.
Power of voodoo. Mind me of the babe. I saw my baby.